When something like bombings and shelling goes around, I mean, happens, you know, every day of your life. The shelling part when you're sleeping, the parts when you hear helicopters overhead and you run to the airfield to see what they're doing, to unload bodies or pick up soldiers or whatever, it stays with you.
Todd Payton, son of an American sailor and a Vietnamese mother, left Vietnam at the age of 7. 13 years later, the memory of war remains crystal clear.
I was born into it, and ever since I was real little, I can remember loud sounds from explosions and stuff like that. You know, it was real scary. You know, my grandmother, when she'll hear shelling, she'll run out and she'll yell for my name.
At quarterback this afternoon, number 4, Todd Payton.
They're still yelling his name, only now it echoes not across the rice paddies, but through the hollers of the Blue Ridge Mountains, where Appalachian State, led by the Vietnamese quarterback with the American name, has become a national 1AA power. A starter since his sophomore season, Payton was recruited out of his Virginia Beach High School by the cream of the ACC, but found a spot with the Mountaineers where he could make a difference right away. He has, and it all started when a high school coach saw Todd throw a football some 70 yards in gym class.
I played the game as a favor to my coach. I didn't realize what it meant, like a future in college. And before you know it, there was a whole bunch of schools, and then I just got the picture that I can help my mother, my father out by earning a scholarship and not having them pay for me to go to school. And that's when I started to devote my time in this game of football.
It could be said that life lived against a backdrop of endless war would help one face up to pressure that puts 4th and 10 in a new light.
I've been through a lot, so I guess that makes me a very competitive person, and I guess that's one of the good things about me. I don't let pressure get to me, but I do feel it. I try not to let it affect me, so I guess my background has something to do with it because of the harsh and dangerous condition that I've been through.
Vietnam. It really wasn't that long ago that the ordeal Todd and his countrymen were going through was being beamed into living rooms across America every night on television. But many of the young people on this campus, children back then, still have just a vague idea of what really happened back then, so far away.
They just, you know, just say that the war was going on, and they assume that just because I'm Vietnamese, I'm the bad guy sometimes. You know, I'm the bad guy. If they knew the facts and stuff like that, like I lived through, maybe they'll have a better understanding of me.
At one time, Todd Payton feared what he'd find in this country, a land so far from his own. Would it be cold and cruel as he imagined, or would he find peace? In 13 years, he finds his cup overflowing and joins his fellow Americans this Thanksgiving Day in counting his most cherished blessings.
I like to think about my family in Vietnam, and I hope that on this Thanksgiving Day that they have enough food to eat, and that the Lord is taking really good care of them. And all my friends up here in Appalachian State, I just want to say thank you, because, you know, my life has been 2 different stories, and right now, you know, I'm so happy, and part of the reason is, you know, my girlfriend Kimmy, but thank the Lord and everything. So I'd just like to say to my family, you know, happy Thanksgiving.